Hello. So right now, I'm going to go through how a short little program I posted up here works. I had a question about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through line by line how this works. So over here in my editor on the ESP, hold on a second. I got to turn my ESP on. Let me copy that code and get ready here. Okay, so I'm going to boot up my ESP. Right now I'm using a terminal that is included with the Arduino IDE, and I'm using it at 9600 baud. So what that allows me to do is I'm just going to go over here and connect to the ESP and log in and go over to edit, and I'm going to paste my program here and hit save. It's going to upload to the ESP one line at a time. It's going to send them all over to the ESP. We'll see it start saving over here. Okay. It's writing this code from the browser to the ESP's flash memory right now. There we are. We're all done saving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through how this works. And actually, I'll show you this here real quick. So the way that this program works, the first thing that we do is we assign a value to our variable. The next thing that it's doing is it's setting up a timer. Now, after every 5 seconds, it's going to run this update values branch. So that's down here. So every 5 seconds, it's going to do a jump down here, and it's going to run this code. The next thing that we have here is it's going to put something into the buffer that's going to go to the web browser. So right here, it's putting in a little bit of HTML that tells the page to automatically refresh every 10 seconds. Right here, it's putting in a reference to that variable, because you can do a wprint and just that variable, and it'll be static. It'll go to the HTML buffer that's sent to the browser, and it won't put in the latest value for this variable. It'll put whatever you wprinted. This right here actually puts in a reference to that variable so that whenever you refresh the page, it gets the latest contents of this variable. This right here is a button that gets put into the browser. If you were to click that button, it goes down to this branch and it executes this code. And you'll see that here in a second. And finally, the wait command. The wait command basically says you can send everything that's in the buffer to the browser. So that's what happens here. You'll notice that every branch that I have here ends with a wait command. That basically means as soon as that code's done executing, it'll return the code, or it'll return the HTML to the browser. It'll send it to the browser. So down here, what it's going to do every 5 seconds here, every 5,000 milliseconds, which, by the way, this will only run if you've hit the wait command. This will run while it's waiting if it's been 5 seconds since it's ran before. And what it does is it prompts on the serial terminal. It prompts you to enter a value, and it takes whatever you enter back, followed by a carriage return and a new line and a carriage return, and it puts that into that blah variable. So when this page over here actually refreshes, which we'll see here in a minute, you'll see whatever you entered into that blah variable. So I'm going to go and hit run here. Okay. And notice how it has 0. So if we wait a little bit, 5 seconds approximately, it's going to prompt over here. See how it says enter value? So if whatever I enter over here is what's going to get updated into that variable. So see right there how it showing what I just entered in on Serial Terminal in the browser, and how it automatically refreshes that page. There we are. See how it's automatically refreshing the page, and it puts whatever I put into that prompt in there. So this right here, somebody was talking about using another microcontroller to grab temperature readings, which this right here will allow you to do. Okay, and it's going to automatically refresh that page with the new contents of that variable. So that's it. That's how that code works.